Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with the Fight Front once again. Make sure y'all subscribe. All right, y'all. It looks like it's official. November 21st is going down. We got Errol Spence Jr. facing off against Danny Garcia. We knew this fight was taking place. Like I said on my last podcast episode, we knew the fight was going to be either in October or November, but they got a date solidified now. It's November 21st. I don't think a venue's been figured out yet, but this is going to be Errol Spence, his first title defense of his unified championship against Danny Garcia, and his first fight back since a horrific car accident and his last fight out against Sean Porter. So my thoughts on this fight real quick, man. I think this is a good return fight for Errol Spence Jr. I know a lot of people don't like this fight. They're saying, where's Crawford? Where's the Crawford fight? Well, Errol's been out for over a year. He's been out for a year and some change now, and he needs to make sure that he still has what it takes to fight. And people don't understand that this fight is still a big risk for Errol Spence. Danny's not a pushover. Danny's not a cherry picking in any sense of the word. People say he cherry picks, his opponents, but Errol Spence, he wants to go in there against a top level opponent. Like, it might not be the Crawford or Manny Pacquiao fight, which it doesn't need to be right now, coming off an accident and a long layoff. But he's getting the second best type of opponent for him. He's still going in there against a strong, durable opponent in Danny Garcia. And like I said, people really need to go back and look at Danny Garcia as a fighter. He's not a pushover. He's never been knocked out or really hurt. He's been outboxed against elite level fighters like Thurman and Porter. But other than that, he's always held his own and always found a way to win. And always boxed well for his style. I've always felt like for, a stationary fighter that stays flat on his feet, he has good upper body movement. And he's strong. People don't understand that Danny Garcia is not like a little tiny guy just because he used to fight at 140. He's still a pretty durable guy at 147, and I think he can hold his own and present some problems to Errol Spence, especially since we don't know what Errol Spence will look like after coming off a car accident. You got to remember, Errol Spence, stated in some interviews that he had to have some dental work done, some reconstruction of the gums and the teeth, and no broken bones, but of course he has some lacerations. So we got to really see how his body will react to a heavy-handed puncher in Danny Garcia. And you got to give Errol Spence a lot of credit for taking this fight. This ain't a cherry pick. Like I said, this is a second-tier welterweight because he really wants to test where he's at. He still wants to hold his ground. He really doesn't want to lose his rhythm. Even though the accident kind of maybe threw some things off, Errol still wants to hold on to his flame and stay in the mix. He wants to stay in the mix with the Sharks. So you got to give it up to Errol Spence in this case and understand that Danny is more of a threat than you think. He really is. And I'm gonna have to do a podcast episode just talking about the style matchup here and actually to go back and reanalyze some of Danny Garcia's fights and just some of his abilities as well to really get people to understand that Danny Garcia is a threat to Errol Spence, especially again coming off a car accident and 14 months away from the game. Danny Garcia is a threat. But yeah, man, it's going down November 1st. I'll talk more about this fight in some more videos as we get closer to it and do a full breakdown. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think. You could agree or disagree. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.